Hey everyone, it's Fim over here. If you want to keep updated with the latest from Maroon Talk, make sure to like our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You may also follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Anchor, Pocket Casts, Breaker, Overcast, and Radio Public. UP fight!
Welcome to Maroon Talk, the only segment dedicated for anything and everything UP Fighting Maroons. I am Fim Moran, batch 2010 from UP Los Baños.
Miguel Ordonez, batch 2011 from UP Diliman.
And I'm Corinne Catibayan, batch 2015 from UP Diliman.
Hey, what's up, Cor? What's up, Cor?
What's up?
Hi!
I'd like to welcome to the show former Adamson courtside reporter from season 81, Corinne Catibayan. Cor, how are you today?
Hi guys, good morning.
Welcome to the show.
Kakagising lang.
So yeah, as I was telling Cor kanina, you're planning on really pairing her up with Sam Cor during that episode, just to like get a better glimpse of that season 81. They were both in, di ba? But then sayang, so we can work on the schedules. But then that's fine.
Yeah, sayang.
You guys would do great for a separate episode each. So that's what we're doing now. So okay pa rin yan. No problem with that.
I hope.
No problem with that. Okay. Sige, just to start things off, tell us, Cor, what you're up to right now. I think you're with GMA News right now, right?
Right,
What keeps you busy to start with that? Go ahead.
Well, I've been busy even during quarantine. Thank God for that. But I'm currently a news correspondent with GMA 7, and every day, well, not every day, 5 days a week, I'm out on the field covering crime stories, police stories. So that's basically what's been keeping me on the go. I've been constantly learning my way, learning the ropes, because I'm very new to this, but it's been exciting and thankful that I'm able to do this.
Was it something that you've been really looking forward to doing ever since you were like in college? Or?
Yeah. I mean, more or less. Parang the whole news is actually the track that I wanted, more so than even while I was in UAAP. Parang I was, in it for the storytelling, and then that's what sparked my interest with journalism and broadcasting. And then tuloy-tuloy na yon. Like after I graduated, I knew that I wanted news because that was what I was more interested in. And then thankfully this door opened, and then the rest is history, I guess.
To those who don't know, Cor finished with Latin honors in first from CMC.
Stalkers.
Okay ba yung mga skills namin? Thanks to Piel yan. You took up Broadcom, right?
Yes.
Same with DIP. Tama ba? Same course with DIP. Okay. And
Grabe kayo, may background check pala.
Come on. You have to credit Piel for that. So you came from Assumption, right? For high school.
Okay,
Don't be creeped out. It's just for like interview purposes.
Yeah. I did.
One thing that we usually like ask our guests right now is, since like us, Nipiel, we came from private schools as well. So like, how was it for you transitioning into like a public school like UP, coming from that private school background? Did you have any like, hard transitions heading into UP? Tell us about that. Kasi yun yung mga stories na gusto namin malaman about you guys.
Okay. Actually, kulang kayo sa background check because my first year was UP Manila. Oh, diba?
Oh, okay.
So
Sige, go ahead.
So I graduated in 2015, and then my first year was in UP Manila, and I took up political science there. And then after that, I transferred to Diliman, where I took up Broadcom. And the transition, I mean, like any student going from high school to college, medyo may adjustment, di ba? But I learned a lot in Manila, and then more so in Diliman. And I think without, parang I wouldn't, like from who I was in high school, I wouldn't have been able to transition to where I am now if not for the adjustment and the things that I saw and learned during my stay in both Manila and Diliman.
Interesting. Well, if you have questions, go ahead lang.
Oo.
Sayang kasi si Toby, one of our colleagues here, Toby came from UP Manila then. He took up,
Okay.
ano nga course ni Toby, Phil? Philippine Arts, right?
Phil Arts.
Philippine Arts. So he's my batchmate as well. He came from Los Baños as well for 1 year when we were taking up veterinary medicine. Then he shifted to Manila.
What were your courses? Sorry,
Well,
I
I'm,
didn't do background check.
It's okay, it's okay. I took up, I finished agribusiness management in UP Los Baños.
Okay.
Si Phil naman is actually doing diploma course right now in CHK. Go ahead, Phil.
Yeah. Graduated from Cal, BA Art Stud. Tapos ngayon, I'm taking up diploma in exercise and sports science. Sa CH.
Oh, cool.
So he's still in there. He's still in the campus. He's still like actually came from class. Just came from class.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really? Kamusta? Online, no?
Online class.
Hassle.
Tapos online din.
That's the thing na yun nga eh. I mean like for us as freshmen before we came from like totally different environments in high school heading into like that how do you call UP a forest a wild place.
Yeah.
So we get thrown in there with so much to expect, but then now they're in like online lang. So hopefully the freshmen right now still get to experience that type of experience we had coming into our first days, diba?
And not only the freshmen, kasi feeling ko yung mga freshmen, like, okay, let's say, yung first year nila is medyo bitin kasi online. Pero they have 3 more years. Yung kawawa for me are the seniors.
Yung patapos, tama.
Oo, kasi patapos na sila. Tapos, di ba, yung 4th year mo in college is like memorable eh.
Yes.
Diba? So parang if they're online lang, then medyo bitin. Like if that were me, parang shucks, hassle.
That would be sad. Yeah, I've actually heard stories from my friends din sa LB right now. Who finished their thesis and like they got the approval na they'll be graduating. Online lang. I mean like
diba?
Kasi it's different, diba? When you get like
and yun pa yung thesis, I mean at least with my experience, parang it was a different kind of interaction, meeting with my advisor and getting a face-to-face, you know, lessons or face-to-face, what do you call it, comments on your first draft, second draft, etc. So, iba.
Yung mga revisions.
For everyone. Yeah,
revisions. Yes. Okay, sige. Since we're talking about this already, let's talk about your student life naman, Cor. Since we've known you for representing Adamson back in season 81. But then not many people know actually you came from UP. So how was it for you as a student in CMC? Were you like
during that time?
Yeah. No, your whole college life, naman.
Okay.
Were you like? Did you have like any extracurricular activities going on aside from courtside back then? How were you as a student?
Aside from courtside, I mean, when I transferred to Diliman, I started applying to several orgs. And then that took up most of my time nung second year. Tapos third year was the time during the auditions for courtside. And then I was also before courtside, I was junior jock in RX.
Okay.
So sabay din kami ni Dip doon. And actually, it's a funny story because so magkabarkada kami, 'di ba? Tapos he was already kasi 2 years siya, 'di ba, as courtside.
Yeah.
So during his first year, yun parang may kwento ganon. And I kind of, you know, parang was interested in it already.
Yeah.
Hearing all of his stories and watching him. Wow, sobrang inspirational. Baka kala niya.
Dip.
and then at that time, sabi ko, I wanna kind of, you know, dip my toes in that same industry. And at that time, there were no auditions yet. So I said to myself, okay, let's do RX so that I can, you know, get some practice and just kind of opportunities and everything. And then sabay kami nun, and he was also the one who was kind of encouraging me to go for it. Tapos after that, nagka-auditions and then auditioned and then courtside after that. But aside from that, I was into some orgs, but throughout my college, siguro yung latter years, they were mostly courtside na. Parang that took most of my time. And studies, syempre.
Yeah.
Yun. And it was different kasi syempre, I was representing Adamson, so it was obviously different school. But then it was still fun kasi parang it helped me develop skills I think that I wouldn't have been able to hone had I. So syempre, I mean, whatever school you represent, okay lang. And great if it's your own. But then because I was forced into a different environment, a different school that was out of my comfort zone, mas lalo akong parang na-push, and I was able to learn way more than I thought I could have.
Yeah. Phil, go lang if you have questions.
Siguro, question ko lang, what was your typical day, siguro, before, saka, during your, courtside stint?
During courtside. Parang, at that time kasi, I remember, if I remember correctly, I had classes only, I think, twice a week. I think it was parang ganun yung schedule ko. Like, I made it a point kasi diba, Diliman, walang pasok on Mondays.
Yep.
And then Wednesday, I cleared that day also. Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, I think yung schedule ko. So usually, I'll make it a typical week na lang para if that's okay. But Monday and Wednesday, I would try to go to Adamson so that I can, get the info that I need, meet with the players and the coaches, the team. And then Tuesday, Thursday, Friday were for school. But actually during that time, I also had internship.
Okay.
So medyo jam-packed yung SEM na yon during season 81 because I had my majors and then I had courtside and then I had internship and then na-required by our course, diba? Tapos, yun. So I remember during that time, parang after that SEM, when I got when the SEM was over and we received our grades, I was like, parang, oh my God, thank God I was able to survive that because it was literally like, some people say hell SEM, but mine was parang no, it was, it was literally like, parang, I don't know why I even chose those classes at that time. But anyway, it was hectic to say the least.
This was your third year, right?
Third year. Yeah.
So this was around season 81 was 2018, right?
2018, yeah.
So, pero like, kasi most, but like other courtside reporters aren't really like basketball people. Were you the same or did you have any more knowledge in terms of sports?
I would watch, parang growing up, would watch the UAAP games, but I wasn't yung typical na grabe avid fan of basketball and volleyball. Actually, I played volleyball so I played volleyball in grade school. So that's why come volleyball season, as I felt like I understood more what was going on versus basketball. And during the basketball season, I needed to really brush up on, do my homework and because it's different when you're already an avid fan plus you know the sport versus if you kind of watch and you're kind of, you know what I mean? So that's why on top of the adjustment na I had to be out of my comfort zone because I wasn't chosen or I wasn't representing my school. On top of that, I had to learn the sport. I mean, parang, diba, you needed to learn and really understand the game.
Yeah.
So parang it was a lot of different things going on at the time. But I mean, parang as like any audience member watching a game, it's so fun. It's exciting. So I was to that extent lang. Pero not yung avid fan talaga.
And that's what we all miss right now. That excitement of UAP. So you were saying na in terms of the technical side of basketball, you weren't really like an expert there yet when you entered courtside. Okay,
No, I wasn't. And I had a lot of help from my dad, obviously, because he was parang basketball varsity, high school siya. And UP din yung dad ko. So,
okay.
Yeah, but he helped me out a lot with that.
And I'm pretty sure Coach Franz also helped you out. I mean, he didn't give you a hard time.
Sure.
How was it for you being under Coach Franz?
Actually, thank God for them and how welcoming their team was, and their coaching staff also. Because if not for them, feeling ko I wouldn't have been as maybe comfortable, and they made my job so much easier, and they made me feel welcome, and they didn't make it appear or make me feel as if outsider ako, I'm not from here. Parang one with the community, kumbaga.
Yep. Really nice. And actually, yeah, we had Rain on the show as well. She did say the same for Coach Franz. I mean, like, I think they also had that father-daughter type of relationship when it came to like that representation of their school during when you guys were doing that. So yeah, I mean, as I told Rain, these coaches, sila Coach Franz, sila Ren, sila Don Aliado, they just really look like beasts when they're on the court, diba? But then again,
right.
they're people as well. So like when you like talk to them and like when you need something from them, they'll be there pa rin naman for you guys, and especially for you guys. I mean, you represent them, so it's just a give and take relationship, no? So
yeah, definitely.
You get something from them, and they give something to you back. In return, both of you guys look good with all that, diba? So yun lang. I mean,
yeah, it's a give and take situation.
Yep, true. You want to talk about season 81 na?
Go lang.
Fine. Sige. So
why would us?
No. I mean, because you're the best person to ask this. I mean, like, because you came from UP. I've been wanting to ask you this since like ever na. Because you came from UP,
okay, let's hear it.
UP. How was it for you during that semis match up between UP and Adamson? Were you like totally on Adamson's side, or were you like torn pa rin between like, since you're coming from UP, you want UP to win? Ganyan. How was it for you? What was your mindset during that time?
I at that time during that game, I tried, or I think I feel like I did a pretty good job in making my emotions, I'm setting my emotions aside.
Yeah.
Because at that time the crowd was insane, and I couldn't juggle that and add my feelings towards who is going to win, jumble that together. So I think what I really tried my best to do was just stick to my job and what I needed to get done, what we needed to accomplish at the time, which was to just watch what was going on and write reports about it and be able to go on camera in front of like 20,000 people plus the people in the audience, the TV audience, and be able to deliver something substantial. I think that was more of what was going on in my head. Parang secondary na yung, oh my God, like this is my school, but this is also my school. Alam mo yun? Parang,
yes.
Because it was more of afterwards na.
Okay.
Yeah, parang after when the game ended, and then I realized, I don't know, parang I'm heartbroken, but I'm also like, I was so torn. But I think primarily what I focused on coming into that game and all throughout was just making sure that I can deliver good reports and memorable reports, because whether we lose or whether it's your last game, every single time you step on that arena, it could be the last time, diba?
Yeah. And kasi naman, you can't discount the fact na Adamson was a really good team during that season. Din naman.
Yeah, of course.
So, diba,
Definitely.
you can't not be a fan of them. I mean, for you, on your part, I mean, I wouldn't really like have a hard time supporting that team kasi nga, it also had the chance to win it all. So, pero nga, so yeah, I guess you did a good job in like keeping your emotions in check and like, doing your job during that season. Yeah, we were talking to Sam during in the previous episode, and yun nga, I was asking her what her favorite moment was in that season 81. Siyempre, the typical answer would be that the UP Adamson semifinals. But then for you, was it something else that like marked on yourself to be something special during that season for Adamson?
I don't know if I would pin it to just one moment, but I think there were several occasions that I had to take a step back and be like, shucks, like this is such a good, I'm in such a good place. This is such a great opportunity to learn, and I know that other people would kill to be in this position, and the fact that I am here, it made me realize all the more that I needed to do a good job and be able to parang give justice to the role, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
So it wasn't, I can't pinpoint it to just one moment that was the best. I think it was an all-around experience that, parang it made my year, I would say.
Nice. We also had Sean Manganti actually here on the show.
Oh, you did? Nice.
Parang just kasi we've been getting so much like reviews or like statements from people regarding that season.
Oh, that's
so might as well get someone from Adamson as well to explain the side naman. So that was very refreshing.
How was
actually.
you? Ano balita?
Of course, he was pissed. We were talking about that. We were talking about this.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's all good right now. So we actually told him, why not make one episode here when you get like your Adamson guys and then the UP guys get into one Zoom call and talk about that freaking season 81. So
that would be
hoping
fun.
to I think it's almost like I was around December na, late November, early December. So I'll see if we can like time it there.
Yeah.
And it's almost 2 years na from that. I
know.
One.
That's why I was surprised now when you guys reached out kasi I was thinking parang medyo matagal na yun na. But I was like, game, sige, go lang.
Of course. And even Sam. Yeah, we got so much from Sam. So I'm sure fans would really like want to hear from you guys as well. So, right, I had 2 years ahead. No problem with that. Piel, go ahead. You have questions.
Ako, siguro, sino yung parang naging mentor mo dun sa career mo sa courtside? I mean, anyone siguro.
Si Dick ba yan?
Asa pa siya, joke lang. I had a lot of help. No, honestly, I had a lot of help from Dip and Migs. As in, when it was even during the games, I don't know if I should be saying this, but even during the games, when if it was an Adamson game, he and Migs would be watching. Because for example, like if they so happen to be the game before, or if it's in Araneta, tas malapit lang sila doon, so they would just go and watch. Parang in the middle of the games, minsan, parang magte-text, I would receive a text na parang, parang dato, parang you can say something about etc. or parang magte-text si Migs na parang i-add mo sa report mo na ganyan. Kasi those are things that I wouldn't see. Kasi I parang different yung lens ko versus theirs na sanay sa basketball, di ba?
Yeah. Oh.
So they were a great help, and Also, our directors and our executive producers, they were also, there all throughout every step of the way, guiding us. And then during pre-production, when we would, right before the game, when they would review our reports or what we would talk about, they would kind of, they were, parang talagang tutok sila sa amin na, so we felt like it was safe to ask questions. It was easy to approach them and ask, if this is okay, or if this should be said, or if this should be the angle of the story, etc. So that's what made the season easier, really.
And true enough, when we had Migs and Dip on the show, it was like parang wala kaming guest eh.
Oh,
They were like one of us. So it's like when I was thinking, why not just like make them regular co-hosts in the show? Kasi wala, that was the first time we met each other. But then parang wala, we're just like a group of guys talking about sports.
Yeah.
Normal stuff.
And
So,
they're the best people to talk to with that.
nice. So Migs.
With anything, with anything. Di lang pala yun.
Lisa. Migs and Dip, shout out to you guys. We
shout
didn't
out.
get to have you guys back here. Okay. Parang I saw your IG, and then parang you're also part of a dance group, is it, or was it? What is it? What is it?
Yeah.
Is that part of your orgs back in college, or?
Actually, no. It was so. I'm also a member of Legit Status. It's a Philippine Philippine hip hop group.
Hey.
And
okay.
Nice.
yeah, so I was part of it since high school, and then I competed with them abroad. So I don't know if similar to the competition of UPs, if you're familiar, or UP Street.
Yeah. Oh.
Yun, so same competition, Hip Hop International in I competed in Las Vegas and in Arizona, and that actually took up most of my high school, and then also until I was second year college, and then after that, nung nag-courtside na, kind of took a step back from dancing and then focused na on the media track.
Oh, okay. So, kumbaga, back in high school, you weren't really an athlete. You were a dancer talaga. Was that?
Dance
what
is
you were
a
most-
sport.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. My bad.
No joke. Yeah. So in grade school, sorry.
Grade school was
In
volleyball,
grade school,
right?
I was volleyball, yeah. And then nung nag-high school na, it was either volleyball or being part of the dance troupe. And then I chose the hip hop, and then tuloy-tuloy din after.
We're in both volleyball and dance are both sports. Okay.
Yes.
Noted. Okay. What about now? You don't do it anymore? Right now?
Every now and then I join online classes as much as I can, but because of my job, it's been difficult to have the time. But every now and then I try my best to make time for it.
I think that's what Samcor's doing, right? She has like
Yeah.
this dance class.
She's
thing.
So she's, I think, in a fitness group.
Yeah.
And then they also do online, but it's more. I think it's like parang a dance fitness exercise kind of thing. Yeah.
It's I'm actually happy with those types of like workout, online workout stuff right now. Kasi
Yeah.
coming into like the pandemic, no one was really expecting them to still like bloom like this.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, diba, I mean, it's good. They're still getting like participants to join their classes.
Yep.
Since I guess most people just want to like get in shape pa rin, despite being at home lang. Diba? So, props to you guys. Props to Sam, and for doing that. Yeah. Okay.
Ako may question ako
Yes,
kay.
go ahead.
Yeah.
Kasi, di ba you said kanina, you were covering crime scenes sa
Yeah.
GMA. How was that experience?
Well, it's obviously it's ongoing, and every day it's a different story, it's a different coverage. But I learn a lot, and it's different from sports, of course. And it's open. Parang when I was in Diliman, I felt that my eyes were open to the harsh realities of the country. But then now, parang if my eyes were open, it's like parang now it's like
It's like magnified.
it's like magnified. Yeah, exactly. Parang every single day it's like because we're in the comfort of our home, we don't know what's really going. I mean, you can watch the news, but if you're on field and face to face with the scene or the story, it's different, and it's parang it makes me so in touch with reality.
That's actually follow up to that. Kasi yun nga, di ba, most people right now veer away from social media because of the
Right.
negative stuff they see. But then for you guys, how do you like control that it's part of your job, di ba? So
Yeah.
how do you like, I mean,
I
you get my
think
point?
yeah, I do. That's something that I have actually learned to adapt to. Because if I had a choice, I can just turn my phone off and not know what's going on, and just parang wala akong pake. I don't need to. It's toxic for my state.
Yeah.
Because it'll make me feel negative and all of that. But if it's your job to know, you kind of have to set that aside, or you need to have an outlet to kind of de-stress and reflect afterwards. I think and that's what I make sure to do. Like if I when I wake up in the morning, I check my phone right away to see what's going on. And then after that, then I go to work. And then, for example, if I cover something that's like really heavy, then I come home and I have to tell my family about it.
Yeah.
So that it kind of is a way for me to let the negative side of it, leave it at the door,
Yes,
and share
yes.
my experience. Because it's also a way for me to evaluate or reevaluate and parang reflect on what happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But was this role like assigned to you, or was it something that you looked for in terms of the covering crime and all?
It was assigned to me.
Mm-hmm,
It was assigned to me. And I think most new, if you're new to the news reporting, yun talaga yung first assignment mo, is to cover the police beat.
And you've been doing it for how long now, if I may?
It's 1 year in November.
Oh,
So
almost a year
it's
pala.
October now.
Yeah, almost a year. Okay.
Grabe, ang bilis.
So, but so far you're enjoying naman. I mean, I'm sure you're loving the challenges.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean it's challenging, but I don't know, I like a good challenge.
Looks like it.
Yeah, and I mean it would have been easier, I guess, if I did a different path, like if it were
Yeah.
a different kind of stories, different kind of beat, or different stories that I was covering. But here I'm able to, like with being in Adamson, I'm still out of my comfort zone now.
Mhm.
And I think that shapes me and kind of parang pinipiga ako. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, to really just keep growing and keep learning every single day.
Similar to Samcor's like mantra. It's like continuous growth, continuous learning. So you guys are really the perfect pair talaga sana to get in there together. Sayang. So hindi natin tinagawa. Okay.
Yeah.
What else?
Edit mo na
Sige,
lang in a way na parang
Inuwi na magkasama kayo.
Oo.
Kaya anything else? Record. Did you like si Enzo kasi he got to write for Kinigdom Plaridel
Okay.
back in college. This was during the dark days of UP. Around like early 2010s, so mga 2012-ish to like 2013. So that time he was covering it. Sayang wala siya ngayon eh. He has work. Pero for you ba, did you like also try to like write for the college paper back in CMC? Or no?
Actually, no, I wasn't able to. And I think more of focused on broadcasting than writing or paper, which I think that's a really good skill that would help you in journalism. If after college and you go through that, but I went through a different route, which is broadcasting.
Nice. And yeah, yung stint mo with RX really, was it your first time to was that your first stint in like broadcasting talaga?
Yeah, it was.
That was it. How big of a factor was it in terms of training you for courtside? Or totally different?
Great deal, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, in terms of being able to process your thoughts and then be able to deliver it in a manner that is, understandable, easy to comprehend for other people. It was helpful because when you're on radio, it's just your voice, but it's similar because in a way, yung nadagdag was yung camera, so your face is seen, diba? But in terms of yung thought process and how to how to process your thoughts, I get, like parang your the way to put it from your brain to out your mouth, that flow, it helped.
Nice, that's a good training. Yeah, and siguro si Dip as well. That's you there.
Yeah.
Okay. Pero let's talk about Dip naman konti.
Okay.
He played for Ateneo.
Dami niyang airtime,
Oo nga, di ba? Hanggang ngayon, so pa rin pinag-usapan natin. Was he that type of person na talaga? Did you see him like being an on-camera guy back when you guys were in high school? Or?
Yeah, at high school, I don't know about high school, but college, and kasi his voice is so deep.
Oh. So
bagay siya pang radyo actually. But yeah, I mean, and he registers well on camera, and with parang full package yun na parang good in sports. I mean, in terms of the, diba, like good in sports. So bagay talaga pang courtside kasi sports, yung boses niya, and then registers well on camera. So
props to Dip. What's up, man?
Same with
Idol.
Migs. Mas mataas lang ng konti yung boses ni Migs, but
yeah. Those guys. Wait, you guys actually covered MPBL together, right?
Yes. So
you did courtside as well? Tama ba?
Yeah, MPBL and PBL.
Okay, so volleyball. Okay, let's talk about MPBL first. How was that different compared to UAAP? Kasi for MPBL, wala kayong assigned team di ba?
Yeah, that's the main. That's what I was gonna say. Yun yung talagang main difference. So you need to, your research is wider, I guess, because you need to learn more about so many teams, but it also, I guess, in a way, it's like parang double-edged sword because you need to learn so much more about all teams, but at the same time, you don't have that much leeway. You don't have that much time to get to know so many players, and talk to so many coaches, diba? Because you're like, for example, with Adamson, I would spend a whole training time with them. In MPBL, you don't go to their trainings. So, diba, you would split yourself into so many pieces if you were to just go to every team. But it was also it helped me in terms of being able to write and think really fast. Kasi you have only yung pre-prod to talk to the coaches and talk to some players. And then after that, that'll make up for maybe your first half of reports. And then yung pang third and fourth quarter na, it has to be, parang kailangan may baon ka may baon kang research. So it it helped me in terms of being able to talk and get information fast, which helps me now in covering
Yeah.
other stories. Yeah.
Nice. So talagang your training in terms of courtside and MPBL was really
Yeah, it helped big
where
time.
you are right now.
And I wouldn't be able to feeling I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have even gotten the job had I not had that experience.
Very nice. And siguro nga, the other correspondents don't get that type of training, right?
Yeah, I mean, it
Very
varies.
lucky.
There are
Yeah.
also some who have been in sports, and then some who started out as something else before a news correspondent. But I was thankfully able to be here where I am now because I had that training and that experience from sports.
From courtside. And I would assume it's the same sa PBL, no? Covering MPBL and PBL, mostly similar talaga.
Similar,
Okay.
yeah, just different sport, but yeah.
Sige. Okay, before we let Cor go, PL, I just have one final question for her. It's a very light question. Ikaw, PL, ready ka na ng last question for Cor before we let her go. For me lang, when you were covering Adamson back in season 81, who was your favorite player there?
All.
Wala bang specific na ano, or sige, fine.
Kaya kasi if you ask this to Sam Alata, di ba?
Oo nga, no? Oo nga.
Oo.
Hindi, fine. Sino lang yung pinakamabait na player sa Adamson?
No, honestly, they were all really welcoming and really nice and really parang friend, parang there was no barrier na, they, like I said, they made me feel so welcome. So parang medyo magkabarkada lang kaming lahat, So it made it easier. But there parang wala namang siya yung favorite or siya, wala. It was equal. Corny, no? Pero yun.
Si Rain meron eh. Si Rain si Jeric daw eh. Si Jeric daw. Bakit? No, kasi we had Rain, Jaime, and Yanni all together.
Right,
so yung kulitan nila was there. Kaya napalabas na si Jeric pala yung favorite player ni Rain. Hi Rain, shout out to you. We're still talking about you. Si Piel, any final question for Cor?
Siguro kamusta yung bond yun as courtside reporters, kayong apat ng season 81?
Yeah, because you guys
and the ones from UP.
Yeah, that was four kayo pala. Yeah. Oh.
Well, I mean, if it wasn't obvious that, Migs, Dip, and I are really close talaga. And it helped us. I was classmates with Sam during that time. And it was funny because when we found out that where we were going to be assigned, we were classmates nun eh. So
okay.
Yeah, so it was fun because, she also helped me realize that where you're assigned to doesn't really matter. It's more of, why you auditioned in the first place, which was to, tell the stories of the athletes, learn how to report and be on camera and gain that experience more than, rooting for your own school. So parang that helped also that we were classmates at that time because she made me realize that. And then Mason Dip helped with a lot. Like I said, during the games, nagte-text sila na parang sa report mo. So yeah, and I think it helped that we were all from the same school, the best school. That joke.
Yeah.
So it was fun. It was fun, and it's something that I'm really grateful that I was able to experience with them also.
Was it really special for you guys, or kabang ano lang? Normal lang na, oy, taga-UP pala tayo, sama-sama tayo dito. Or was it really what do you mean? A bond agad talaga with you guys? With
agad.
Meron talaga?
Agad. Yeah. Then, like I said, we were classmates. Sam, Cor, and I were classmates. So, that made us even closer then.
Pero like in the campus, you guys don't really hang out together?
Well, because Dip and I were course mates. So, minsan same kami ng break. And we were also classmates, I think, classmates, and I can't remember the semester, but yun, magka-course kami, tapos si Sam and I were classmates. Si Migs was the one that I wouldn't see so much in campus unless he would have a break, tapos pupunta siyang CMC. He would do that. He would do that just to see me and Dip. And and my other friend and our other kabarkada si Aya. We would always parang hang out when Migs would have breaks.
Yeah.
Kasi, yun. So,
Sa engineering
free
siya.
time.
Sa engineering si Mix. Tama.
Yeah.
So yung nahiwalay sa inyong tatlo.
Yeah.
Sa inyo apat.
Yeah.
That's very nice, ha? It's very nice. It's so
Thanks.
special for you guys. Four of you in the same.
Nakakayak ba?
Oh, we're just happy for you guys, you know. And seeing you guys are doing good right now, di ba? That's what Sam was saying din to Migs and Dip na yun nga, they're actually on the paths na they've been wanting to be in. And I'm guessing for you core as well, no? So
Right.
the four of you guys are like very successful right now, and we as a UP community are very happy for you guys. So
Thank you.
go on and more strength to guys. Okay, so before we let you go, Core, one final message for the Adamson community and the UP community, your fans. What is your statement? Yeah, final statement for you.
I think, maybe it's for those who are also aspiring to go in the same direction. And I've met people along the way who have asked, how are you able to, be courtside? What were you able to, how did you get there? Yung ganon. So I think my message, I guess, would just be if you want something, just go for it, and don't let anything stop you from reaching your goal. And in terms of where you are now, if you think you're so far from what it is that you want to do, let that be your driving force and your motivation to be able to get you to that point, and let all sorts of external factors or challenges, don't let it prohibit you from getting there. Let it be your driving force, and make sure that you grow from it and that you learn from it. Yeah.
Wow, very well said. Just like Samcor. We had so much instances when we said very well said to Samcor. Kasi yung sagot niya pang Miss Universe. Like you lang. Okay, again, amazing episode. Core, thank you so much for accepting.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hopefully, we can get to have you back here as well.
Yeah, for sure. Sana pag-complete na tayo with Sam and Dip and Migs and
Yeah. Hopefully, we'll set that up.
Yeah.
Core, again, thank you so much. Hopefully, we get to see you more sa GMA. So, yung mga fans ni Core and Catchers GMA, just watch the news. She's there. Okay. Again,
watch the news. Stay informed.
Bro, okay. Core, thank you again. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
This has been Maroon. Maraming po salamat. UP fight. Let's go Falcons. Let's go. Okay. See you guys.